in the fascinating world called phrasal verbs. But before we get started, let me ask you a quick question. How many of you have ever felt confused by phrases like give up or look after? If you have, you're definitely not alone. So what is a phrasal verb? Phrasal verbs are special phrases that include a main verb and one or more small words called particles. These particles can be either prepositions such as in, on, and at, or adverbs such as up and down. The interesting thing about phrasal verbs is that they can change the meaning of the main verb. For example, did you know that take off can mean to remove something, like your shoes? Or it can mean an airplane leaving the ground. Yes, so here's what I want you to do. Grab a pen and paper, or just your phone, that's okay, and jot down any phrasal verbs you've heard or used recently. We'll be exploring their meanings and how to use them in everyday conversation. So, get ready to level up your English skills. Are you excited? Let's jump right in. Sasa and Carlos had been best friends since they were kids, always standing by each other no matter what. So now, what do you think it means to stand by someone? Type your answer in the comments. I'd love to read them. Okay, next. They made very great memories together, like late night study sessions and fun road trips. However, as they entered college, their paths began to diverge and they started to drift apart. While Sasa focused on her studies and extracurricular activities, Carlos became more involved in his social life. So, phrasal verbs can be transitive or intransitive. Transitive means that it needs direct object, but if it's intransitive, it doesn't need any direct object. And also, you need to remember that phrasal verbs can be separable or inseparable. Okay. Standby is intransitive. It doesn't need any direct object. And it is inseparable. The meaning of standby is to be ready to assist or support someone when other people don't, or to wait in a state of readiness. I will give you the clear examples. Okay, the first one is Sasa stood by Carlos when he decided to move to a new city for a fresh start. So standby here is to be ready to assist or support someone when other people don't. I will stand by during the next class. Stand by here means to wait in a state of readiness. Okay, next, drift apart. So drift apart is intransitive. It doesn't need any direct object, and it also inseparable, same as standby. The meaning of drift apart is slowly become less close. Yes. I will give you an example. Over the years, they began to drift apart, or they drifted apart over the years. We can't say they drifted each other apart. Why we can't say like that? Because drift apart is inseparable phrasal verbs. So now, have you ever drifted apart from a friend? Share your experiences below. Last Saturday, I decided to swing by my friend Mia's house for a quick visit. She was feeling a bit down, so I brought over some snacks to liven up her mood. As we chatted and laughed, the sound of music from the next door began to drown out our conversation. We both smiled and agreed to join the fun, knowing that a little celebration would be the perfect way to lift her spirits. Alright, in this story, I give you 3 phrasal verbs. The first one is swing by. So swing by is separable. It can be transitive or intransitive. The meaning of it is to visit a place quickly, especially on your way to another place. I will give you the example. When you're in a town, try to swing by. It's intransitive. Why? Because it doesn't need any direct object. Try to swing by. But it will be different if I say, when you're in a town, try to swing by the cafe. It is transitive. It needs a specific object or direct object, the cafe. Now I will explain about liven up. So liven up here is transitive and it is verbal. The meaning of it is to become more interesting and exciting, or to make something become like this. For example, the music livened up the party. It needs direct object, the party. Or it will be the same if I say, the music livened the party up. Why? It is the same, because it is separable phrasal verb. Okay, the last one, drown out, or drown out. It is transitive and it is separable. The meaning of it is, if a loud noise drowns out another noise, it prevents it from being heard. Do you get it, everyone? Okay, for example, the loud music drowned out the conversation. It's transitive, it has a direct object, the conversation. The loud music drowned out the conversation. So it prevents it from being heard. Or we can say the loud music drowned the conversation out. It's same, it's totally same, because it is separable phrasal verb. And that's a wrap for today's exploration of phrasal verbs, everyone. We've seen how these little phrases can add depth and meaning to our conversations, just like the puns we share with our friends. Okay, remember, whether you're standing by someone in tough times, swinging by for a quick visit, or livening up a dull moment, phrasal verbs are all around us. I'd love to hear your thoughts. So, what was your favorite phrasal verb from today's video? Or, do you have any examples of your own? Drop them in the comments below. I'd love to read it. Thank you for watching and keep practicing your English. Until next time, stay curious and keep learning. Bye for now.